Hey guys, it's Mike here over in Taiwan. Yesterday I was online trying to find some new and interesting things to talk about, and I came over this country called Timor-Leste, which I guess it became a country in 2002. So I'm not surprised if you don't know about it. So the reason why I was interested in the beginning is because the video said something like has less visitors than North Korea. So I was definitely interested. Like, what is it about this place that people they don't want to go there, right? So the population of Timor-Leste is 1.5 million. It's like right beside Indonesia, and they have two official languages. One is Portuguese, and the other one is Tetum. I don't know if I'm saying that properly. The majority religion is Catholic. And they actually have two main exports. One is oil, and the other one is coffee. So I was actually researching like some stuff about it, like more. So for example, education. The main university is in the main university is in the main city. I think the capital of Timor-Leste is Dili. So basically, the amount of students that go there, it's about like 10,000 to 12,000 or something like that. So it's like really small. And so they teach in Portuguese, and they teach in the native language there. But English is a subject, but it's not exactly. It's not. There's not a lot of subjects that are taught in English. So. And obviously the tuition there is very competitive compared to like Western places, but it's like super cheap, right? But I guess that the majority of people that go there are locals. So I was just basically like looking at, what is it that I could do there, and the as far as like teaching goes and teaching English and whatnot, it's not a place that you're going to go to make like lots of money. They said that the salary is probably in the hundreds per year, not in the thousands, right? So, and it's basically like a lot of the stuff here is just like NGOs and people reaching out and charity. I mean, it's a growing nation, right? So, there's not a lot there. I mean, in terms of like infrastructure too. But the thing is that the way that I look at it is, there's this beeping guy out here. The way that I look at it is. So guys, the way that I look at it, it has a young, vibrant nation, and there's not a lot of infrastructure there, but it can basically, you can go there and you can be the infrastructure. It can be whatever you want. There's like only one 5-star hotel there. As far as hospitals go, I'm not really sure. The school. In rural areas, there's basically no preschool, so they have babies and they basically raise them at home. And I think because it's like a small place and like people are just basically like they're hungry for something. I mean, it's kind of a different age right now because now we're like in obviously the age of social media, so you can be anywhere and be whatever you want. As long as you have a decent camera and a decent command of some international language or whatever, like even if because they speak Portuguese there too, so obviously they could probably be popular in Portugal or Brazil or whatever, right? So, but you can basically invent yourself the way that you want and present yourself the way that you want to people. Like it's you like look at China, right? There's some people they're not even. They'll pretend to be like a different gender. Or they'll be like a man, and they use a woman's voice, and they use like a woman's filter, and they make money. I mean, mind you, this is probably not a really good example because they are they're basically they're deceiving like all of these people, right? So not good at all. But at the same time, I mean, they're doing something, right? And when I kind of started this journey about digital nomads and basically living on some type of beach somewhere with my laptop and trying to make websites or whatever. It was like the days before AI, right? So you could there's so many options that you could have. I think probably like 10 to 15 years ago, probably maybe longer than that, everybody was like, they needed a website, they needed some type of presence online. So, they needed to hire somebody to make that for them. Right now, I mean, at basically the touch of a button, you can make yourself a website. So it's not really that much of an in-demand skill anymore. But there are like some website builders out there. So if you are like really into customization and stuff like that, so say if you're like an independent business owner, right? And you could be like anywhere. You could just use one of these website builders. I don't know necessarily if it's going to be very effective for you to make a website builder and say have like a make somebody like can have like reservations in English, even though like the first language of your country is not English. But the point is that there's just options, right? And I don't know, like even like with AI right now, I think like AI is kind of like the most in-demand skill because it makes you almost like a wizard because you can just basically whip up like things in like 2 seconds. But at the same time, it's kind of like more than that too, right? A lot of big things about AI is, for example, self-posting videos or automation. I guess I don't really have a lot of information about automation, but from what I understand, it's stuff that you don't necessarily want to do manually, and you could just automate it like in the beginning of the day or the week or whatever, and then the AI will basically do all of it for you. So like I said, there's lots of options. But yeah, let me get back to like this Timor-Leste thing, right? So this I guess that the main language that they have there is it's like a native language. So people are going to be communicating in that language. That's the language actually that they use like on a regular basis. I'd say maybe 20 or 30% of the people they know Portuguese, but obviously because of their roots and colonialism and whatnot, right? So, but you're not going to be like coming from a Portuguese background and basically like just jumping in there and being like, hey guys, I know how to speak out to everybody. You don't, right? But I would say probably, obviously because of the internet, there's a lot of people that speak English. I did see a Kenyan woman's video, and it was like about from like 10 months ago. And she was like going all over the place and just saying like hi. And it was a little bit of a different video because she was like saying like hi, my name is to like people. And, I'm really not used to that level of friendliness in Taiwan. People in Taiwan are friendly, but people in Taiwan are helpful, but they're not friendly. That's probably something that I'm gonna stick by for probably a long time. So, anyways, guys, yeah, if you're interested in this place, that's another. There's actually 2 ways that I know that you can get over to this place. One is you can go directly from Indonesia, and the other one is I guess Darwin Airport in Australia. So. Is this someplace that I'm going to be going to soon? No, probably not. But is this someplace that I'm going to be probably contacting some people just to talk to them? They just seem so friendly, and I think I need a little bit of a dose of that, like kind of in my life right now, right? But if you're really bored on the weekend or something, like go look for like some places that you might want to go to. We had kind of this thing in Canada where it was like 30 countries before 30 years old. I didn't make it that far. I think I've probably been to about 8, but the world is your oyster. They say that the grass is always greener on the other side. They say that the moon is always brighter in a foreign country, which is a little bit misleading. But maybe it is for you, right? In Taiwan, especially in the northern part, I think people are they're really just grumpy. They go to work, they go to school, they drive, they do their commute, and they do their things. I think eventually probably I'm going to move to the middle of Taiwan. So I hope this was useful for you to go explore the world, find some things out, like just go somewhere and do something. Don't just sit on your butt and doom scroll. The world is a big place. The world is your oyster. I'll see you guys later. Bye.